Hello and welcome everyone again to another video. Today's video about a spicy Pokemon you guys might not have, but I do have, because this Pokemon was so rare in the Shadow Fire one that the only way to get it is that you have to get the second one, and it's Shadow Magmortar. Probably you have 1, 2, or that's it. Because I only have 5, and there was a time when I actually went crazy on these Pokemon because I couldn't get another one. And I'm using a one that's literally rank 850 or something. Do you need the Shadow? The answer is yes, you do need the Shadow. The Shadow one is a must because it flips so many matchups. You just go straight Fire Punch in so many matchups. Like the Clefable as an example, you can flip it straight Fire Punch. Well, like if you're using the non-Shadow, you have to land the Scorching Sand, I think, or like you need a third Fire Punch. The team is Shadow Magmortar followed with non-Shadow Tenta and the Cow. The Cow is running Rollout, Body Slam, and the second move is up to you. Tenta is just, I have a Sludge because I just hate using Poison Acid Spray as a streamer because I do get sniped sometimes, and if people know I have Acid Spray, they just don't shield it. But I run Sludge because of the Gator matchup. I can just nuke the Gator. So let's just go and watch these battles. This matchup right here is actually a good matchup, and you do win. I didn't know that. I do win. And I was getting annoyed by the volume thing. It was triggered because I had a phone fan on my phone and it kept clicking on the audio. So I don't know why I threw the Scorching Sand, but I got rewarded with a debuff. The debuff wasn't bad. And, you know, like, we take it. They switch in Feraligatr, and this is the matchup where, like, Sludge is very rewarding to have. I'm trying to overfarm here. And I threw like when they were at 4, so just right before they get to another one, and they get to another charge move. So this is not ideal. And you know what? I can just get another fast move, so nothing to complain about here. They bring in the Tentacle, and I'm just going to go straight Scorching Sand because Scorching Sand does insane amount of damage. Even though it's non-stab, opponent is just a party pooper and they decide to shield. Why are you shielding my nuke? Can't you just lose this game in peace? No, guys, don't take this personally. I'm just trying to showcase a spicy Pokemon that I've been like tempted to run until today I get bullied by my friend SJ's like, can't you just run a fun Pokemon? He answered. I'm like, dude, the viewers want me to run meta Pok teams so that can help them to climb. It's like, yeah, but they can appreciate some spice here and there. I'm like, okay, you want spice? Just say use a spice, because I'm a spice lord as well, not just meta slave, as you guys all know. And we won the game. So I found out that I don't have a milk tank, and this is where I dumped. Dude, today I dumped so much dust. I think I spent around 2 million dust and like 4 elite TMs. So in this matchup, look at that. Magmortar, we pick up an amazing lead. They have a Guzzlord, and I'm just going to go straight Scorching Sand, and we land it, and we can just switch out. It's not a good matchup, to be honest, but hey, we were able to do some sort of damage. I swapped, and this is where I was running Thunderbolt, and I think until I lost to Giratina, I was like, okay, let's just run Ice Beam. So they brought in Drapion, and they need 2 crunches at this range of health, while like I can just get to 2 Body Slams, and hopefully we can get some farm down. Another Body Slam, they were able to get to the charge move. Is this worth the shield? The answer is yes, but I am not going to, just in case they bait like that. See, guys? Because they baited, I was able to get to another charge move, and now I can just swap, farm them down. They bring in the Guzzlord, and now we can just go straight Fire Punch. And the Fire Punch actually does take them out, and now they brought in a Gengar. So we're in an awkward situation, because Gengar does beat Tentacruel. But the problem with Gengar is that they don't run Shadow Ball. They have to run Shadow Punch Sludge. So I'm going to call a bait at one point. Opponent's trying to overfarm. I tried to catch, opponent did not even throw. So now we have to no shield this, and it's a bait. That was a good call. And now we're just going to go straight to Scald. We do kind of appreciate a Scald debuff if we get it, and we did not get it. And now I do need to live this with 1 HP just to be able to throw my Scald. I mean by this one, I mean the next one, because they are at the back to back. Shadow Punch doesn't take out, but the Skull does take them out, and we win a second game with Shadow Magmortar. I used Magmortar for 3 sets. I went to 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. So technically, it wasn't bad, actually. And like, this is one of the matchups where actually the Shadow does help out. I did not throw on bad timing there. It's just the game over-tapped and then threw instantly the charge move, the fast move after. So it ended up being a bad situation. They shielded. I can just switch out now and catch their move like we did right here. We throw Ancient Power. And now, now this matchup is the reason why I ended up running Ice Beam. Because I saw lots of Grass, lots of Virizion, and lots of Venusaur. I think Venusaur is actually good in the current meta because people are using Gastro. People are using lots of Mud Slappers. And lots of water Pokemons, like Feraligatr is just everywhere. And there is the rollout Pokemons, which Venusaur does beat. Venusaur does beat everything that has non-stab damage. As like you can see, even though I was on energy lead and we still lost. So I'm actually going to shield this because this does the most amount of damage. When we talk about neutral charge moves. An opponent here is just brought in Walrein, and I'm just going to throw this because if they catch, they will catch a super effective move. If they don't catch, I will just go for the catch myself. Did we catch an Earthquake, guys? Did we catch an Earthquake? Yes, we did. That was a nice catch. If they had a hope, that catch killed their hope into winning this game. Well played by us, and we call a bait there. I'm sure they didn't even build up, but I like to say I called the bait. What do we do now? We're just gonna go straight to Scald. They don't deserve going straight to Sludge. They don't have that much health, and then we farm them all the way down. And that was a good game. Sorry guys for the Facebook Messenger DM. So then I was trying to switch out and ended up doing one fast move for no reason. And now because we switched to Ice Beam, we get a Feraligatr. I get to love how this game works sometimes. So what do we do now? We're just gonna go straight Ice Beam. I am sure we should still be able to win this because we just take no damage from their fast move. Body Slam is just so sad. I wish they give Milk Tank a what's the normal charge move that every Pokemon has in the game now? Swift? Yeah, I wish they give it a Swift. If they give it a Swift, it would be like a huge upgrade. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go to Tentacle and just jab them all the way down. I don't care what they get. There is an argument about swapping to Magmortar at this point, but I'm not going to do it because I would like my Tenta to do some tentacruel things. And they bring their own Tenta. And I'm like, I don't think Magmortar is getting any use in this team because... Okay, I did not get a debuff. If I needed to get a debuff there, I did need to get a debuff. Now we didn't get the debuff. I am in an awkward situation. I'm just going to swap out and hopefully they don't shield this. Are they going to shield this? Let's go. We're going for the Scorching Sand, and Scorching Sand is getting shielded because my opponent hates to play the game. Hopefully they don't have Acid Spray. They do have an Acid Spray, and we just get to another one. And remember, we get the attack debuff. They catch on Wheezing. Does this catch help them out? No, it doesn't. I get to another charge move. I intentionally CMP'd there to force them to throw, make them greedy, and then like, bam, punch them. And now we're just going to go straight to Scald. I do need a Scald debuff. Can we get a Scald debuff? No, we don't. And because of that, we're in an awkward situation. So... I need to get a Scald debuff. Why I'm not shielding? Because if I get a Scald debuff, my Magmortar can get to a Fire Punch, and we did not get to another anything, and we lose the game. I think if I shielded, I could have won, maybe. And we're picking, okay, next game, we're picking up an amazing lead. Then Dinosaur, Magmortar is gonna melt this thing down, and they swap into Feraligatr. I have no problem throwing a Scorching Sand here, because I can just farm them down. And now we're just going to go to the cow. And there is no way we can lose this game, right? Opponent throwing Ice Beam. I think they are just tilted or something. Let's see. I'm just gonna go for the full farm down now, and they bring in Cress. I think they should have just brought in the Dinosaur because this is a good matchup for me. This matchup is gonna take a while, so let's just fast forward a bit and a bit and a bit more, a bit more. There is nothing in this matchup to show. I apologize, guys. You guys want some spicy games? Meta Pokemon just have to ruin the footage, right? So how is Magmortar? I honestly liked it a lot because in the neutral matchups, it's so good in the 1 and the 2 shield, but in matchups where you get hard countered, I think I just don't have the ideal team for it. I think with Magmortar, you have to run something like Pangoro, which I didn't use. Because I'm looking at the team right now. I think like Pangoro would have been ideal. And something like Shadow Golurk, actually. No, Shadow Golurk would get destroyed. Sorry, Gastrodon. Gastrodon would have been the most ideal Pokemon. So, I think in this set, I just used it for the 3 games. So, sorry, for 4 games. Because, like, one of the battles, I queued into the other, and I played the other league. So, this is not the... Oh, my. Okay, sorry, guys. Skill issue with the editing. So, we picked up a very hard lead. And I'm like, where's my Thunderbolt now, right? And we have to settle for throwing these body slams. And we're just gonna do 2, 3, and then throw. And because I lived, I have to insta throw. I think I missed a bunch of bubbles there. But it says excellent, so I'm not sure. So what I'm gonna do now, I have to go Tenta and just farm them all the way down. And okay, they bring in Muck. So what do we do against the Muck? We have to just unleash our energy. We get a attack debuff. So we're just going to stay in and force them to throw their energy. And the thing is, I just don't have an answer to Swampert. I'm going to no shield this and pray that it's a Hydro. And I shouldn't be doing one there, to be honest. And this is a bit awkward. I mean, I'm up a shield, okay? I just need a Scorching Sand debuff now. If I get a Scorching Sand debuff, this would be actually playable. Because Magmortar just has some insane attack that a Scorching Sand would actually be enough to KO. So, can opponents try to catch here? And my play is that I needed to have a Scorching Sand and a Fire Punch, and it was one fast move short in that game, so I did my best. It's just it wasn't enough. So opponent swapping a Guzzlord, so all I need is just to throw the Scorching Sand immediately. And actually, the non-Shadow Magmortar actually lose to Clefable, so the Shadow one flipped that. So I tried to catch, and we did get the catch. And we have 2 hard answers now to the Clefable. One of them is loaded on energy. So what do we do in this matchup? We're just coming to no shield and farm them all the way down. I think I throw at one point. I should have just farmed all the way down, to be honest. They have a Steelix with Thunder Fang. I'm just going to go straight Ice Beam. Good thing we have Ice Beam this time and not Thunderbolt. I decided to switch and throw these Fire Punches, to be honest, because there was no reason not to. And I need to chip this thing to a point where, like, I can just scald it, you know? They threw the Psychic Fang, and now I'm just gonna insta-throw the next one. I expected them to catch, so I just did one above, and we threw the Scorching Sand, and we got the debuff when we didn't care about it, to be honest. This is so tilting. We bring in the Tenta, and they just leave the game. Next game, we're picking up an actual good lead. They swap into Goodra, so I'm just gonna Scorching Sand, and then go to a Cow, or like to the Tenta. It doesn't matter, so we're just gonna go to the Cow. They shielded. That's actually weird. I'm actually surprised that people know that Magmortar has Scorching Sand, because I don't know. I just thought that people run Fire Punch and Thunderbolt, the legacy move. So we were able to land the Body Slam, sorry, the Ice Beam, and then the Body Slam after. I think I shouldn't be throwing the next one. I should have just farmed them down. But ouch, we lost so much energy. So what's the play now? I have to shield. Sadly, I have to shield because that thing has so much health. And it's an awkward situation for me. So I'm just going to go straight Scorching Sand. Hopefully, they don't shield. The thing is, everyone's just shielding from Magmortar. So it's not fun to use it. This was like, dude, let me land my moves, man. They have a Poliwrath, and this is one of the situations where having Sludge does help out. But to be honest, Acid Spray will do literally the same. And it's cheaper. Because we can debuff and then debuff them, then do more damage. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to farm, and I think I will switch out and save that energy. So we were able to do one, and now this skull should do enough damage to take out the Tapu Kyoko, and then one jab should take out the Polyrath, and Magmortar did some work there. Let's be real. I mean, everyone's just shielding, so it can't do work if everyone is shielding them. But to be honest, we can also say that everyone is respecting it, so that's why it's good. It's getting shields down, right? And Fire Punch shielded. Second Fire Punch, let's see. This Fire Punch should do almost take out, and I'm like, okay, let's call a bait. They did not bait. Who uses that charge move? So they swap into Skeledridge. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to land the Scald and then swap out. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, then throw. Scald landed, and then now we can just roll out, because they have to settle and throw the Disarming Voice, which is the non-ideal charge move. I can't wait for the Skeledridge to get to a charge move to get the Community Day Shadow Ball, because that thing would actually be insane for the Skeledridge. Skeledridge is already too good without a Legacy move, so imagine that thing having a Legacy move. Now it's like, what do you run if you get a Fire move? I think you just run Fire, Blast Burn, Shadow Ball. But the thing about the Disarming Voice, it's good because of the pacing. Like, you do 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, you know? So it's good for the pacing, sorry. I don't care about shielding, and now we can just roll out. And they bring in the ape, so we have to throw, because rolling out a fighting type is just not the smartest idea. What do we do here? Just gonna shield and farm them all the way down. I think that's the last battle. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys appreciate the spice, make sure to like the video. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And I will catch you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and have a good day, night, or whatever you're having. This is the end of the video. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.